Hi friends, happy Friday. Just returned from Chattanooga. Was asked to go down to Channel 3 to do a spot with Julie on 3 Plus U for boosting your immunity naturally, or ways to successfully and naturally build your defense system in your body. Great dialogue with her, and there's some information on there if you want to tune into WRCBTV.com. You can pull up that video segment, or perhaps, I don't know when they air this. She wasn't sure if she had room to air it today, which is Friday the 20th, or she'll air it Monday the 23rd. So it's that's between that 11 and 12 o'clock hour. But what I wanted to share with you today, I'm going to do 2 videos today. The first one, I'm just going to kind of talk about our headspace during this time, and then the second video I'm going to go over product. I've got a whole line of product here, probably over 12 of them, that relate to the immune function of the body, how to naturally enhance your body so that you're not just sitting here wondering what you can do proactively. You can actually do something proactively that's natural, without any contraindications, without any side effects, or without any interactions with something you may already be taking, whether it's nutritionally based or if it's synthetic pharmaceuticals. So that will give you some direct ability to act on your behalf proactively. But I just want to kind of talk about headspace for a moment. There's such an undercurrent and obvious fear that's going on, and with good reason. There's such a mystery attached to all that's going on right now with this, what now is a pandemic. There is already 1 state and probably 2 with New York tightening things up and restricting moving around other than essential personnel is what they say. That's kind of a gray thing. And while that's not here in Tennessee or in our Alabama and Georgia reach, as far as our clinic goes, we reach to the tri-state area, and in North Carolina too. I don't want to forget North Carolina. We actually have clients that come here for weight loss and for nutrition from 4 states, and we wanted to put this video out to just kind of let you know that we're thinking ahead as much as possible. We've already started using virtual consultations and virtual interface through FaceTime, possibly Zoom if someone has an Android device rather than an iOS or Apple device. But we've been doing that for the past couple of years with consultations. Well, now we can also implement that with follow-up consultations. So if someone wants to have their their monthly follow-up consultation done virtually, we can do that. We can set that up. You just need to call Tanya to schedule that. And then we also, for the extra cost of shipping, which you were going to pay for driving anyhow, we can ship your products to you on schedule for your weight loss program. So we're glad to do that as well. And we also would offer drive-up service. So if you if you complete a virtual consultation with us, then we can also bag up your products to keep you going. You can drive up, we can hand it to you, you can drive off. So you've got options. We can mail if you're not local. Local is actually considered within an hour's drive. But if you're over an hour, and we have several that drive over an hour to come to the clinic, then we'd be glad to ship that to you for the small charge that you would have paid in gasoline anyhow. So just let us know. Call Tanya. We'd be happy to work with you any way we can. All right, now back to headspace. What can we do in place of fear paralyzing us? The reason I'm doing this video is I spoke with my mother earlier. My mother's in her 70s, upper 70s, and she, rightfully so, is concerned. And the difference is, though, my mother is famous for allowing fear to paralyze her. So I try to gently encourage her. It's always tough with mother to come out with a direct stinger that doesn't, end the conversation. But with mom, we love our moms. Moms have given us life, and they have done so much for us. We feel like we need to give back. So I said, carry on with the standard process products I have you on. Mom has been taking, she lives in New York. Mom has been taking standard process products from her middle son for well over 15 years now. It's nothing new to her, so I just try to encourage her to say, let's do something proactive. And here's your list, Mom. This is kind of when I went over with Julie at Channel 3 today. We talked about rest. You need 7 hours. Your body needs 7 hours to be restored, so get a minimum of 7 hours. If you can get more, great. Your body will thank you for it in the form of energy, in the form of restoration and repair. Number 2, hydration. Make sure you're hydrating your body properly. The proper amount is going to be between 1/4, if you're not on weight loss plans, up to 1/2 of your body's weight in ounces of filtered, preferably alkaline water. That is a second great option, because if you deprive your body of fluid, it's going to protect its most vital and deprive other systems in your body of necessary fluid. You don't want to do that, because your lymphatic system, which is your sewer system, it's the drainage system of the body, requires water. So body being about 3/4 water, we need it every day. We need good filtered clean water every day. And the best form, of course, is something like reverse osmosis, purified with minerals still in it. Distilled water long term is not a good idea, because the minerals have been stripped, and our body needs to actually balance that intake of water with our stored minerals. So you don't want to do that. You want to have minerals in it. It gives it better taste quality too. And if you have well water, it usually meets that need, especially if you've had it tested for coliform or other forms of E. coli to protect you. Well water is wonderful if it's been tested for safety of residuals, chemicals, runoff, those kind of things. In addition to that, you want to avoid city water. Tap water especially has chlorine, chloramines, fluorosilicic acid. You want to avoid that, because those are known carcinogens and they just toxify your system. Number 3, stress reduction. Stress directly impacts your immune system's ability to function optimally. There are a number of studies about this that have been conducted over the past several years. A great way to reduce stress proactively is to pray, is to meditate, is to do Tai Chi, yoga, walking, swimming, walking on a treadmill or elliptical or a stair climber, using TRX. TRX is a wonderful way, no matter the age, even the eldest among us do very well with TRX, because it's a fun exercise. It was developed by a Navy SEAL. You can just Google search it, TRX. It stands for Total Resistance Exercise. It's a suspension band training system. They run anywhere from $149 to $249. They're a very cost-effective way to work out your whole body. And it's something that brings back energy. It helps you have a greater and more robust vitality. So I encourage you to do something like that proactively, and it will help you rest better at night. You'll feel stronger. You'll actually have better oxygenation to your tissues, because your heart will be pumping blood much better through your tissues and your vessels. Number 4 is going to be the supplement. From 4 on will be supplement based. So you're looking at things like flavonoids. That's eating colorfully. That's eating citrus foods, green tea, quercetin if you are a wine drinker. I'm not advocating alcohol, but I'm just saying it's in something like red wine. Why don't I advocate alcohol in the same context of talking about immunity? Because the body having to process alcohol through the liver actually depletes and depresses the immune system. So keep that in mind. There's other ways to get it. I'm just was stating a fact about it. Number 5, I guess I was on. Probiotics. Wonderful way to repopulate and support the gut flora. Prebiotic inulin feeds probiotics, and then probiotics help to balance the unhealthy bugs in your digestive tract, in particular your intestines. There are also some yeasts that are healthy and that help keep in check the bad yeasts in your body, which are fed by refined and simple carbohydrates. So just some other things to keep in mind. Now, as far as probiotics, that's something we keep on hand here at the office. The product is called Prebiotic Inulin and ProSynbiotic, which has both. That has prebiotic inulin and probiotics in it. We also carry lactic acid yeast and lactens. Those are both great for managing your gut flora or the good bugs in your intestines and your digestive tract. From there, you go into supplements. Now, most vitamins are found naturally occurring in foods in a complex, like C complex. There's more than just ascorbic acid or what everyone refers to as vitamin C. There's actually a complex of C vitamins, of which ascorbic acid is just one. Okay, so make sure you're getting the complex of vitamins and not just ascorbic acid, or as it's marketed, vitamin C. It's better than nothing, so you can at least get some benefit from that. But if you go to the Linus Pauling Institute online, you can research vitamin C complex much more thoroughly. Okay, vitamin D, you want to be taking, 1,000 units a day is sufficient. The active form is always best, of course, a good quality. I would not suggest going to a big box store, big box drugstore, anything like that. That's not the best option. It's better than nothing, but barely, because a lot of their complexes, raw materials, are synthetically derived and not coming from whole food extracts. Keep that in mind. You get what you pay for. Definitely get what you pay for. Echinacea, another one. I'll talk about that in just a minute. Echinacea, 2,400 therapeutically for prevention. Double that if you already have a condition going on. Okay. Then zinc, selenium, those are excellent options to support immune function. You can also use some bioflavonoids found in peppers, citrus foods. Those are very important to incorporate in your diet. So those are some steps you can take immediately, some action steps to help improve your immune system, immune function, natural defenses. But keep in mind, the brain, folks, is very powerful. Your thoughts are very powerful. I would strongly recommend going from a walk, getting out away from the television screen. Keep this in mind. I went to the CDC website. That's the Centers for Disease Control, right down the street in Atlanta, Georgia. Your tax dollars, my tax dollars, are paying for their research and their record keeping in terms of statistics, disease statistics. What I learned was last season, that's 2018 to 2019, according to CDC, this isn't my data, this is theirs. In the 2018 to 2019 flu season of that particular year's strain of the virus, there were roughly 34,200 deaths that were reported in this country. That's the United States, not worldwide, that's the United States. It never made the mainstream media. It wasn't on NBC, the Today Show, Dr. Oz. None of the major networks reported that number. Let that sink in a minute. Currently, this is the 20th of March. The coronavirus has taken the lives in the United States of not even 200 people yet. So let that sink in a minute, okay? There were 34,200 roughly deaths last season. That's a huge, huge gap in numbers. So please keep things in perspective. This is coronavirus number 19. This is nothing new. It's just different. And I understand I'm not undermining or I'm not discounting the importance of the mystery behind this. I'm just saying keep things in proper perspective. This is not the first. It will not be the last. So in the meantime, rather than spending time trying to control or fearful or being worried about things that you have no control of, take action steps and take control of what you can. And that is an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. Our grandparents and our great-grandparents practiced it. It's time we get back to it. Rather than waiting for the government to rescue us with something that doesn't have a guarantee, let's do something proactively. So in the next video, please like this and subscribe if you like this information. In the next video, I'm going to go through the whole product list, and I promise I will not be 15 minutes like I am this time. Thank you for your attention. Thank you for viewing. Share this if you like this with someone who needs this information that you love and care about. God bless you. Stay safe, stay distant, and have a wonderful weekend.